I've got this iPhone 4S, and it's come in today with a problem whereby it never gets to a boot. So let's see, it's probably actually off at the moment. Just do this. Yeah, I've already disconnected the battery. Apple logo will come up. A few seconds later, it does this sort of interlaced look, and then comes back to the Apple logo. And then if you plug it in, like so, let's see what I want to do. Sorry, it's not plugged in the computer yet, but if you hold it down, the home button, plug it in, it'll take you to recovery mode with the iTunes logo, and within the system itself we can see that it does connect. We can see up here we get all the information, but unfortunately we can't get a recovery for it. So if I go iDevice, back up to, back up, it unfortunately doesn't find it. So now what's also interesting in this case is that while it's in recovery mode, there's no real heat build-up. But as soon as it goes into that repeated boot mode, it gets fairly hot up in this area here, from what I can tell. So what I'm going to do now is strip this down, get the motherboard out, or I should say the logic board. It's not really a motherboard per se. I suppose it's a matter of semantics. Let's see. And I can't seem to find my favourite screwdriver because I'm not organised at midnight. Okay. No, my. No. Alright, you can probably hear the air conditioner going. It's midnight here, it's in the middle of autumn, and yet still this place is hot enough that I have to have the air conditioner running. It's a bit of a joke. I'm probably not going to be able to do much with this tonight, but consider this perhaps as a bit of a fact-finding mission, or at least getting some ideas. I should point out this phone's actually never been disassembled before, as far as I can tell. So if anything goes wrong with it in terms of appearances and whatnot, it'll probably be on me, because I was the last one to touch it. Or I should say the first one to touch it. Okay, safely out. Okay, that's safely out. Not that we'd expect much different from a 4S situation. Okay, and now that I've got it off, I must admit there is a couple of little hints come up here. We've got a bit of a discoloration around here, which could imply some sort of liquid damage over here as well. And it may have come through the SIM card slot. Let's have a look at the body of it. I can see, probably not going to come up on the camera or whatnot, but I can see there's a couple of droplets here. It's not a lot. It's very minimal. But it could be the hint that we were looking for. And in fact, if I look along the edge here, I can see what... okay, I was going to try and say that could be liquid markings, but I think it might just be natural weathering. It hasn't been dropped that I can tell. None of the corners got any sort of burring on them or anything like that. So we may have had a case where it's crept in through the SIM card. Now I haven't, as I said, I haven't touched this phone before, and as far as I can tell it's never been pulled apart before. There's additional marks here. Okay, let's get the shields off, which fortunately in this case is fairly easy, because this is a 4S and not a 5. At least it's easier when you don't have gloves on. There we go. Come on. Why are you holding up there? That's it. Everything looks so big compared to the latest phones. It's a nice change. I mean, I don't do a lot of work on the latest phones yet, because I don't have my microscope yet. But what little work I have done, it's substantially smaller. Again, I'm just looking for indications. There's something just there, but I think that might just be underfill or conformal code or something. Yeah, just when there's a bit of excess running across it. Okay, I don't know whether it's my eyes playing a trick on me, but it looks like there's a crack or something along this inductor. I can't feel it. I'm gonna have to look at that under the microscope. I mean the magnifying glass. Alright. So what are your bets? Should I ultrasonic this, do you think? Because quite frankly I can't see anything significant. I'm going to take some photos of it and see what we can find. Alright, I've just spent the last 10 minutes or so probing all over this board, and although you can't see it, all the diode measurements are written out here. Of all of them, I can't really see anything substantially, how should I say, substantially odd. About the only thing I can pick up at the moment is that these ones up here may be a little low. They're sitting at 0.21, 0.22 volts, whereas everything else is up 0.4, 0.6, things like that. So I'm going to call it for tonight and refer to people who have a lot more experience in this, people like Jessa and Chris and Jason of STS Telecom, and see what they can come back with. Now it's important to note that nothing I'm doing here really puts the data on this at risk. If anything, I'm just sort of pre-diagnosing so we get an idea of what we're dealing with, so I can get some feedback. And if it seems like this is really something that's going to require a power management controller or something exotic like that fixed up, then I'll be shipping that off to the people who have more experience with this sort of thing. I do have a box full of boards that I need to work through once I get my microscope. But in the meantime, we'll just leave it at that. Unfortunately, it's no resolution for anyone, and I'm sorry it doesn't really give you the answers you want for tonight watching this video, but I'm sort of doing this as a bit of a triage and seeing what we can do before we're going ahead with anything. So I appreciate you watching, and I will probably have another video following up with this and let you know how it goes. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.